man's saliva must have gotten into Bill's bloodstream and gone straight to his brain, just as the radiation, which is measured in units called Roentgens, was released.
And that's how he became a...
Mant.
John Goodman stars as a schlocky but charismatic 60s sci-fi film producer in Matinee, one of 4 new films we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel Ebert, along with a pointed interview with Madonna that asks her the very direct question, why hasn't she been more successful in the movies? I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Our first movie is named Matinee, and this is a delightful and surprising comedy that somehow combines the Cuban Missile Crisis with young love and the sneak preview of a science fiction movie about a man who turns into a giant ant. The movie stars John Goodman as a cheerful exploitation filmmaker who specializes in gimmicks and cheap horror films. Like Alfred Hitchcock, he appears in his own coming attraction.
I feel I should warn you. The story of Mant is based on scientific fact, on theories that have appeared in national magazines. Yes, these terrible events could happen in your town, in your home.
In Key West, Florida, young Simon Fenton plays a monster movie fan who talks himself inside the theater while Goodman is setting up for his big show.
Giving it to the people right where they need it the most.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Kelly Martin has a lot of fun as the school beauty who has selected her next boyfriend.
Sherry. Hi.
Hello, Stan.
And Kathy Moriarty plays Goodman's leading lady, who doubles as a phony nurse as part of the hype for the film.
It's a release form. It says it's not our fault if the movie scares you to death.
Wow.
It's not a joke. We've had 10-year-old kids having heart attacks at this movie. They're recovering, but we can't be exposed legally. Now, if you don't sign...
But we're not scared. Are we, Dennis?
No. Nurse, I cut my elbow.
That looks terrible.
Matinee is hard to describe unless you understand that somehow all of these different pieces fit together into a movie that is sometimes very funny and always has a genuine charm. Goodman is good as the horror filmmaker because he goes easy on the sleaze and somehow communicates how much this character really loves making those awful movies. Matinee sounds unlikely, but it works wonderfully well, and I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it, too. First credit director Joe Dante, who did Gremlins, and he sort of worked always at the fringes of movie making, and this is a really good job here.
Yes, it is.
When I watched this picture at the beginning, and as soon as I saw that it was going to be a parody of these kinds of films, I had to ask myself as a critic the following question. Would it be more fun to see those old films than what I was about to see? And the answer is, this is just as good, campy, fun. It's very well written. Charlie Haas did the screenplay, and it's really smart. You mentioned Hitchcock. I think actually the pattern for this guy is Arch Oboler, who did The Bubble.
Arch Oboler, and also in particular William Castle, who was the guy that actually put buzzers under the seats and so forth. And you know, as you watch this guy wiring this theater, and he's broke, and his creditors are coming down on him, and his girlfriend is going to leave him, and you realize that he's not just trying to steal money from the rubes. He likes to put on a show.
Yes, and there's a praise of him as a real showman, and yes, that kind of showman is
one touch that I really liked is, and I won't give away the secret, but the kid that he hires to play the ant who runs up and down the aisles, that's a good touch.
There's a lot of good things in this movie. Matinee is the name of it. Okay, next movie in our next